Haven on KTRS.
I have much better judgment than she does. There's no question about that. I also have a much better temperament than she has. You know, I have a much better...
I have a feeling that by the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not? You know, just join the debate by saying more crazy things.
Yes, this is how we elect the most powerful person in the world. By the way, debate 2 at Washington University here in St. Louis. So just bring the crazy to St. Louis. That debate is going to be somewhat different.
We have Stone and Remillard.
In that it is going to be a town hall meeting where citizens, regular people, are going to be asking the questions. We have Mark Remillard. Mark Remillard, ABC.
And Alex Stone.
Oh, we have them both. Okay, first let's start with Alex Stone, who's following the Trump campaign. Alex, what is Donald Trump doing today, and what is the campaign saying about last night?
Well, he's coming here to Melbourne, Florida, where I am right now. He's going to arrive later this afternoon to hold his first post-debate rally here. And so far today, he's saying he likes how it went last night. He thinks he did a good job. His campaign manager says he had a moment of temperament and restraint. He says he doesn't think there were enough normal questions, though, what he calls normal questions, saying he doesn't think Lester Holt asked enough of the right questions. He thinks Holt overall did a bad job. The question, though, about his sniffles, something that a lot of folks have been talking about on social media, and social media was on fire last night. He says, no, he doesn't have a cold, but he had a defective microphone, and he's doubled down on the defective microphone. He first made that comment last night in the spin room, and today he's saying it again, that he believes that he was on the bad side of the microphone deal, that it's happened to him before, that he doesn't know if it's intentional or not, but he gets bad microphones, and he says he had a bad mic last night.
Alex Stone, he said last night when he was talking about the defective mic, when asked about Lester Holt, he said after the debate last night that Lester Holt did a fine job. So he's changing his mind this morning?
Yeah, today he's saying that he doesn't think he did all that great of a job, and that he feels that different questions should have been asked. Asked why he didn't go after Bill Clinton's indiscretions in his past. He says he didn't do it because Chelsea was in the room, but he says that he feels like that Lester Holt did a bit of a hit job against him at the end, and that they were unfair questions.
Politico this morning is reporting that Rudy Giuliani has floated the idea that if Rudy Giuliani was debating, he would skip the next 2 debates because he was treated so unfairly. Anything from the Trump campaign about that?
No, at this point, it looks like that Trump will take part in the next 2 debates. We don't know yet. They haven't officially made a decision, but no indication that they're going to bow out.
Alex Stone, thank you very much with the Trump campaign. Now, Mark Remillard joins us from the Clinton campaign. Mark, where are you, and what's the Clinton campaign saying?
Raleigh, North Carolina. This is where Clinton will be today for a campaign stop. She will be nothing out of the ordinary build-wise. She's basically the press release for her campaign today is just saying that this is going to be her outlining her vision for a better America, et cetera, et cetera. But as of last night, what her campaign is saying in the spin room yesterday, they used the term unhinged that to describe Trump, and there were a number of times that Clinton was certainly on the attack and on a couple of issues. It appeared that Clinton had the ability at some points to get under his skin while he was apparently looking to try and keep his temperament cool, these kinds of things, which has been a big focus of him. But the campaign saying that they felt like he was unhinged, especially when you look at the issues on the birther issue was one, his federal taxes and why he hasn't released his returns, those issues. And I thought another interesting thing to mention was that throughout the primaries, Donald Trump subtly put down a lot of his opponents by calling them their first name, not giving them their titles. Whereas yesterday, Donald Trump called Hillary Clinton, Secretary Clinton, all night, while Hillary Clinton called Trump by his first name.
Yeah, interesting. Now, with all the talk this morning, some of the things, he did land some body blows, and I'm wondering what the Clinton campaign is saying about how she sort of skirted around the TPP gold standard, in which she is clearly a free trader. I mean, that's obvious over her 30 years, and she has been, quote-unquote, the establishment for the last 30 years. Those were body blows that many people are saying landed on Clinton last night.
Definitely, and part of Trump's one maybe benefit that he had last night was that a lot of his attacks were on issues, that they were less of these kind of personal attacks as what we've seen in the and as he mentioned in the spin room afterwards, that he didn't mention Bill Clinton's indiscretions, these kinds of things. But there were certainly some attacks and jabs that Donald Trump had that were effective. The supporters that I spoke to at a watch party there last night for Hillary Clinton felt that she brushed them off well, that she appeared composed, and that her preparation showed, and that there was that one line where she says, "I've not only been preparing for the debates, but I've been preparing for the presidency." And so they felt, at least a lot of her supporters on the ground here in North Carolina, an important swing state, felt that she handled a lot of those jabs well. But we'll see what the response is, obviously, from both campaigns in the coming debates, because round 2 and round 3 gives each other an opportunity to adjust.
Yeah, a lot of questions about the Trump campaign. What would he do differently? Is the Clinton campaign saying they would do anything differently and or prepare differently for round 2?
I haven't seen anything yet. I think the digestion is beginning, obviously. The campaign will probably be sitting down to really study this. And as we know of the Clinton campaign, they prepared a ton for this, holding mock debates. They brought in campaign advisors to even impersonate Trump and practice that. And you could tell that as well. For example, there were times where Trump tried to talk over Clinton, and she just wouldn't let him at certain times. That was probably something that came through the preparation. So you got to imagine that going forward, her campaign, similar story. They'll practice more. They'll be looking to make sure, study the game tape, these kinds of things.
Mark Remillard with the Clinton campaign. Thanks for checking in. Both Alex Stone and Mark Remillard here with ABC with both campaigns, and we have them both early this morning. 6:56, Big 550.